Hey guys, my name's Najarro, and this is my channel where I talk about stocks and Star Wars. Yes, it's a weird mix, but these are the things I enjoy. Today is gonna be a Star Wars episode, so let's get started. Before we begin, guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to get updates on new videos and other stuff. I do post many videos on stocks and Star Wars, so if you're a fan of one or the other, make sure to subscribe. I promise you, the content here is from a true fan of Star Wars and is from a true student of the stock market. So today we are going to take a look at some comic books. Unfortunately, I have been away from the comic game for some time. I just moved into a new place with my wife that we just got married. So I haven't really found a comic book store I liked or even one in the area. So today I was like, all right, Jose, we got to find one. I ended up Googling one. There was one about 15, 17 minutes drive away from me. I was like, I took the drive and I'm going to pick up some comic books. I subscribe to some of the new Star Wars comics coming out, so I'll be up to date from now on, which is good. I did pick up a lot of comics, so for future videos, I'm gonna do either a two comic book review of what I've learned or what I've anything reaction towards the comic I just read. Today, I'm just gonna show you guys the ones I picked up, and everything I picked up, it's either their first series, and if it's not, it is the most recent arc of it, just so I can be up to date with it. But like I said, the comic book was a pretty small store. Definitely, I like the vibe. The owner said he has only had the store open for not even a year. June will be the first year. That I'm glad to see that. So for that, I'm definitely gonna keep supporting this guy and this comic book store because it definitely I like the whole vibe of the place. And like I said, I'm gonna keep supporting them. And every week or two, I already subscribe to the most Star Wars updated Star Wars comics. I'll be picking them up every week or two, depending on how fast I move through these comics. The first one I picked up was Star Wars, their main version. Star Wars here. I picked up issue number 62. Issue number 62 is the beginning of a new arc. The new arc, I think, is mentioned the scourging of Shaitan. So this is going to be the first part one of it. I picked up 62, Star Wars 63, and Star Wars 64, which are all part of the same arc. I'm not sure if 64 is the ending of that arc, but we'll take a look at them, and if not, we'll continue reading when the new ones come out. But I'm definitely excited to see here. We definitely see it seems to be Princess Leia, main character for these arcs, and at the end it does. We do have this nice, amazing cover of Luke piloting something that we will see. Maybe the Millennium Falcon. Yeah, it does look like the Millennium Falcon. That's the first series I picked up. Next, we'll take a look at a second series, which I think looks the first one looks pretty weird. The cover up, we have Dark Visions. So here we have Darth Vader with a shield, a lightsaber, and a horse. Take a look at what this is about. I definitely read about it before, but I'm happy to pick up this. So I picked up issue number 1 and issue number 2 with both amazing covers. I do like the cover of issue number 2 better. So I do think this might be the first series I might go with in my whole process. Then for all of you guys that are up to date, they are doing one series of main Star Wars characters from different eras. We have Age of the Republic, which is the original, which is the prequel trilogy, and we also have Age of the Rebellion, which is the original trilogy. And I don't know if some of you guys were there for Star Wars Celebration in Marvel. They had a comic book panel, and they talked about that they're also going to have an Age of the New Republic. I forget if that's the actual name of it, but we're going to see some of the original main characters, Finn, Captain Phasma, and stuff like this. Right, so for the Age of the Republic, the first one is an Anakin Skywalker saga. Like I mentioned, these are only one series, one issues per character. So it's a great thing. Anakin, I'm definitely excited to read this one. Next, we have a great villain. They do distribute them. I think is 4 villains and four heroes, but I was only able to get 2 of each, just because they didn't have them available at the moment. Next is Count Dooku, Age of Republic. We get to get some story on Count Dooku. I wonder if this is pre. How far ahead is this gonna be? Is this gonna be during the time when he becomes Darth Sidious' apprentice, or if it's just once he's already the apprentice? Well, I'm definitely excited for that one. We'll take a look. Usually, I'm not a fan of Padme, but here we do have an issue for Padme that we're also gonna read. Obviously, we hopefully get some nice action with here. And this one I'm also very excited to read, and it's Age of the Republic, General Grievous. This one does seem pretty interesting, but hey, I am a General Grievous fan, and I think he has very great scenes in the movie. Next, we'll take a look at the Age of the Republic. I was only able to pick up 3. I think these are the most recent 3. Well, the first one is obviously our boy Tarkin. Tarkin comes in looking fleet, in this amazing cover here behind him, his masterpiece, the Death Star. Well, the one he took over, right? We saw from Rogue One. It's not really his masterpiece. Next, we have Princess Leia. Obviously, this cover reminds me pretty much of the hold on, let me see if I can fix this green screen, guys. It is driving me insane. So this actually reminds me of the main cover from the original Leia comic books that they released a few years ago when they started first releasing comic books off Disney. So this one looks pretty interesting. Princess Leia. You see her in a badass suit. Then this is the most recent one. I think this is the newest thing. The Age of Rebellion special. And it does seem like either we're going to get multiple stories here. Unfortunately, Yoda is green, so we're seeing that green screen in the back there. But here we have Master Yoda, and we have some Rebellion pilots, as well as some bounty hunter on the side. So we'll take a look. This one does look pretty interesting, and now that I'm opening it up, I wonder if it's multiple stories in here, but it does look like Yoda plays a big role in it. Another one is, this is the final comic I picked up, and it's issue number 1. It is TIE Fighter. TIE Fighter, this looks pretty amazing. Just, I mean, the cover itself, right, we can see it's definitely a great, it's already picking me up. So this might be the second comic I pick up reading after Dark Visions, or some of the Rebellion books. But definitely, I'm pretty excited for these. Let me know which one you guys are most excited about, and what you want me to tell you about in the comics. If normally I'm just going to do a quick review of the overall comic, show you guys probably some of my favorite scenes from the comic book themselves, and tell you what I've learned from these comics, right? Because I'm such a huge lore fan from Star Wars. I definitely follow all the books, all the cartoons. The only one that I have not followed is Resistance, but I think that might change pretty soon. I might pick that up and do reaction videos to that show. So definitely, guys, hope you guys enjoy it and are excited as me to get to enter this Star Wars world with a true fan. And I can't wait to hear from you guys, the other true fans, of what you thought about these comic books. Just a reminder, though, I will remind you at the beginning of each book that there might be spoilers for those that are going to read it. If so, obviously, I'm always going to mention that, but always just giving you guys a warning ahead of time. See you guys in a few. I probably will post a video in the upcoming days with the new comic books I've read. Take care, guys. Like I mentioned, don't forget to subscribe, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. I try to post on a daily basis. I have been in vacation mainly for Star Wars Celebration. I was gone and was not able to post anything recently. But like I mentioned, make sure to subscribe, guys. I also do post a lot of content on stocks, and I'm doing an intro thing on that. So if you guys want to get into stocks, check out those videos. It's so easy, a dog can do it. And that's the name of my other series, So Easy, a Dog Can Do It. And I definitely try to explain it. So definitely, if you guys have a time, check those videos out. I do have something more advanced, which is buy or pass, but like I said, that's for the advanced the advanced stock guys here. But hopefully, like I said, subscribe, guys.